Good morning. Welcome, everybody. And yes, my voice is kind of going, and I have, excuse me, a little bit of I don't know, cold, flu, what. So, but I'm going to truck on through it. I am I got a pot of tea. Believe it or not, this is my tea. I did have a coffee this morning. This is a beautiful loose English breakfast tea. So it's really, really nice. And so I'm having a cup of tea this morning. Actually, it's kind of nice um, with that. And I had it with my breakfast this morning as well. So and I hadn't been coughing until I got on here. So welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining me. My name is Mary June Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and an astrologer coming to you with a 411 of the shenanigans of the cosmic highway and the craziness that is unfolding before us. And what is some of that craziness that's unfolding before us? Well, Mercury has entered shadow at 24 degrees of Capricorn, meeting up with lovely little Venus, who is retrograde in Capricorn, as Mercury heads towards Pluto. And Hermes is in there too. So I found that very interesting. And so with the four of them in Capricorn, this is really looking at foundational work. Now, the next big event, of shenanigan energy is Jupiter. And I posted up on my Facebook wall what for each of your zodiac signs of the meaning of Jupiter going into that sign and some of the things that you may look out for and work with as we are going into Jupiter into Pisces. Now, you'll find lots of articles out there and everything about Jupiter and Pisces. Um, Jupiter is the co-ruler of Pisces, and he's in there with Neptune. And it's never been in our lifetime that they actually really met up in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is a 165-year cycle, and he's coming into an opposition to the American natal chart. So that means Pisces was in Virgo at the time of July 4th, 1776. So we have that energy coming in. So there's this energy of creating and wanting to create. Now, Jupiter comes in there, and Jupiter is this beautiful energy, and we always look at him as the guru, the one who gives us all the good things. But before he gives you the good things, you have to know what you want. You have to know what are the steps you are going to put down. So let's go back to Capricorn. So with that energies of Capricorn, that means that there is, the thing is about Capricorns, they need to have some kind of structure, a step-by-step plan. What is that step-by-step plan that you are creating for yourself when it comes to relationships, projects, money, and with Jupiter being in Pisces, spiritual one? Now, Saturn has been squaring Uranus, and I found this quite interesting because this is about our values and what we value within our own selves. But there's a higher part to this that many have not spoken about, and that has to do with your spirituality. We are now in a time where spirituality is needed more than ever. And with the Saturn and Uranus square, what it brings in for us is, especially with Saturn, because Saturn is very structured, making sure that you are distantly placed. You're following the orders, you're following what is said to you, and you're making sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's, and this is what we want, and this is the science and the technology, is that one of the pieces for this, and it has to do with technology. It has to do with this energy of escapism within the technology, or what technology brings to us. Now, technology is a wonderful thing. I'm using technology right now in order to speak to you. Advances in technology where using StreamYard, I mean, it wasn't even around like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So having a streaming place where I can go on and I can be on my Facebook Mary June page and the Guru Mama and YouTube all at once. Is there a fee? Yeah, there is a fee for me to do this, but not like it was a few years ago where it was astronomical just to do it, or even to do a Facebook Live. So we have the technology, which is good. I mean, we can utilize it. We can send money to loved ones when needed automatically. We can um, look at where our spending is. We can get in contact with loved ones, and send them a heart emoji, when we are missing them. So it has its benefits, definitely. But one thing here is with Jupiter in Pisces and coming in with the greetings of Neptune, is that we're going to also see where we need to connect with ourselves. We need to connect with that inner spiritual self. We need to connect to God, source, goddess, that higher realm. That is where Jupiter comes into Pisces. Now that will it bring in disruption? Definitely. Because when you're listening to your own intuition and following the enlightenment that you are guided to do, and that's part of where Mercury in Capricorn getting and receiving messages. Hermes sending out those messages. I'm trying to think of this, and it was a show, and it was years ago, and he was the son of Poseidon, and he was half mortal and half god. And being half mortal and half god, learning to deal with being mortal and being, being kind of like a demigod. And they go to a FedEx place, which is run by Hermes. And Hermes is the one, with the little five, getting things out fast. I want to get things out fast. I got to get the information out fast. We got to get this communication out fast. That's, Hermes. So in this movie, Hermes was depicted as being the owner or the person in charge of this FedEx post. And the beautiful thing about that is that, yes, Hermes wants you to get the information, wants you to get the package, wants you to get it all, and here you go. Now, in comes with the Jupiter and the Pisces, and the moon is also in Scorpio. So we have this moon that definitely wants us to go deeper within our own selves, and what is our boundaries and what isn't our boundaries, where we are setting things up. And with Jupiter coming in, Jupiter is bringing in, what is your connection to your divine? What is your connection to your source? And in that, of course, it is water. It is Pisces. There is, no boundaries. There is where when you are looking at trying to put up structures, and the one thing I do know about Pisces is that they definitely need a list. They definitely need to know what and a time limit on doing things. Otherwise, they can get lost. And that's the other thing, is that you can get lost in the whole spiritual realm. You can get lost in what is happening. So coming in with a structure, coming in with something that you can lay down to create, so that you can create a place where you are able to have a timeout. So meditations, prayer, journaling, connection, reading spiritual resources. This is going to be an important part of what you will be doing for 2022. It is that connection to the higher realms. And the higher realms isn't your phone, isn't the technology. Although that is where, especially with that Saturn Uranus, is wants to bring you, like, this is going to bring you your connection. Yes and no. But is it going to bring you your internal connection with your divine? That's going to be the question that we're going to be looking at throughout 2022. Now, starting next week, I do have my meditations that are starting Monday through Friday at 6:30. My meditation, we are going to be using prayer beads, and we are going to be working with the god Ganesh. These are one set of my prayer beads. Ganesha and Lakshmi. Ganesh is a beautiful god, Hindi god, who wants to open the pathways to remove the obstacles. Lakshmi comes in and brings in, after the obstacles are moved, brings in the prosperity, brings in the abundance for you. And so we want to work with this energy as we are starting into our January, because we're going into January 2022 with two of our personal planets retrograde. Uranus will be going forward, definitely. But we do have that retrogrades that are there. And this is for us to prepare us that we'll have an opportunity from February till about July where there's no real retrogrades happening, and that we are able to really start to create and put things forward. And to create and put things forward, that means we need to start now. We need to start building on this basis now. And it'll help us when the energy and the sails are, and the wind comes and hits our sails. We're going forward. We are blowing forward. And that's what we want. We want to blow forward in amongst all the crazy turmoil and the chaos that will be unfolding throughout 2022. It's not going away. The virus is not going away. They're going to come out with some other variant besides the Omnicore, and more of the different elixirs that are going to be coming forward. So this is where it's coming forth, where we are needing to work with our intuition and our emotions and bring forth our passion. So come with me and join me with the meditation starting next week. And if you are needing any private consultation, definitely get a hold of me. My sale is on till Friday, and this is the best time to, you don't have to use the reading right away. You can save it for maybe February or maybe later on. But purchasing it now at $75, it ends on Friday. Whew, I think that's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So the sale ends tomorrow. So definitely, if you have a friend who needs personal consultation, and that has to do with astrology, tarot, psychic readings, angel readings, whatever, with my readings that comes forward. So definitely take advantage of it right now. And also we have, what else do we have? Oh, we have the fairy workshop that's starting on the 10th. And then later on in the month, we have the angel alchemy class that'll be starting. Oh, this is going to be such transformational time in order to step in and really create a strong spiritual basis for yourself so that you are able to handle all the curves and all the craziness that comes forward. So have a blessed day today, and take a look at my tarot reading that I did up on the YouTube, and I've shared it onto my Facebook also. Like and subscribe, please like and subscribe on my YouTube page, and let's build this, and let's build this community to be strong and allowing ourselves to create and manifest our deepest desires and bring forth a more harmonious, beautiful earth that we came here to do. So have a blessed one. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Blessings.